Okay, so the first thing you want to do is find your location. I chose this rock, so it'll be an automatic one wall of my gnome home, so I only have to build a few walls or a few support structures to hold up my other stuff. I've got some sticks ready. I've sort of broken them down so they're roughly the same height, and I'm going to use this big leaf as my roof. So I want them to be not any further away from the rock than the width of the leaf or the dimensions of the leaf. So I'm going to put this kind of close to my rock. My first one, I'm just pushing it right into the ground. Make sure that you ask your parents if you can work in the yard, if you can work in certain parts of the garden. There we go. So I just need two, I think, for my roof to really stay on. And I could do it this way or I could do it this way. And I'm going to kind of push my leaf onto my sticks. It doesn't have to be super permanent. Like, this is a structure that's probably going to fall apart later, but it's kind of for the day. It's like a decorative, beautiful house that's going to last maybe a day, but it's going to be, we're going to make it as pretty as we can today. So I've got my two sticks in. Oh, here comes a spider. He's coming to visit the house. So I've got my two sticks in and I've got my leaf, and now I'm going to start adding some maybe decorative elements. So I want to make sure that my gnomes can take a little nap. And I know that this lamb's ear is so soft, so I'm going to use those as my little beds inside my gnome home. So I've got one, and maybe I lost my other one, so I might have to, oh, there it is, there he is. These two little beds right here. Great. And then I'm going to do a little bit of, maybe I'll give them a little pillow made out of a holly berry that they could rest their little head on. Those are prettier than they would be soft, but we can pretend that they're soft. Or I could get a second dandelion and I could do a dandelion pillow if I wanted to, or maybe this is my dining room table. And maybe they're going to have a delicious dinner of some violets at their dining room table. I could create a little pathway coming out of the gnome home. I'm going to line this one with some holly berries. I just happen to have a lot of those in my yard because I have some mourning doves that like to roost in the hollyberry tree, and some squirrels that like to eat holly, so I leave it alone, even though it's putting a lot of shade in my yard. I've got my little path going. I could put my little sticks on the path to make a better, this is just some mulch that I'm pulling up now. I'm making my little pathway for my gnomes to get better to their house. They're going to know where it is because I put that there. So I think you guys kind of get the idea, and I would love to see what kind of gnome homes you build. There's a lot of examples on the blog, and I would love to see some examples that you make. See you tomorrow.